UFC 297 has taken place at the weekend. I'm a little bit late on this one, I know, I'm sorry, but I really wanted to kind of look at the main event and also the real robbery on the card, which I'm going to get into. But we'll start off with the main event. Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland took place for the middleweight title, and I thought the judges got this one right. I genuinely thought Dricus won this fight. I had a 3-2 Dricus, but if you were to come to me and say, look man, I thought Sean won, I'm not saying you're wrong, you know, that kind of a way. It was a fucking close fight, man. Those swing rounds, like, I could go back, I've watched it already, and I could go back and watch and give it to Sean. Like, that's how close of a fight this was. But I think Dricus did do enough. I think Dricus kind of was like trying more. I feel like Strickland just has like a jab and a teep kick, a teep up the, like a kick up the middle, like a teep. I really don't think he's that great. I picked Dricus to win this fight. It's another prediction, right? What can I say? But I don't really think a middleweight's good, man. I still don't think they're the two best middleweights on the planet. Dricus looked, he's striking so weird, like he just moves forward and, you know, it's just weird. Sean's probably better basics, but that's all he kind of has. I don't really think he has more than a jab and a teep up the middle. I kind of knew Strickland had good grappling just because I watched a lot of videos where people are saying how good he is on the ground. Not really submission threat, but like wrestling wise. He got up off the takedowns, you know. I seen people say, oh well, like Dricus's takedowns played a big factor. Like, I don't think they played a factor at all. Like, he got straight back up from all of them. Even if it was like a big slam, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter at all if you fucking slammed him or not. He got straight back up. He did no damage. He had no control time. You know, it's all about in the feet. Honestly, I don't get why. I'm gonna get into that bit. I'm gonna get into that in the real robbery of the card. But yeah, Dricus versus Sean. It was a great fight. It was a great fight, man. I really enjoyed that one. Who is next for Dricus and Sean? Well, I want, like, a lot of people are screaming a rematch. I personally don't want the rematch. I feel like Izzy versus Dricus as main event of 300. That's the fight to make. Call me biased because I'm an Izzy fan or whatever you want, but I kind of just saw that fight, and the fact Strickland was coming off 2 wins against, it was coming off the Izzy win, but didn't defend the belt. It kind of makes me feel like, okay, you don't really deserve it. Even if it was a banging fight, you don't really deserve an immediate rematch, if you know what I mean. But then again, you could say, look, they did the same thing to Glover Teixeira when he beat Jan Blachowicz. Then he fought Jiri Prochazka, got an immediate rematch. But that was one of the greatest fights of all time. This was a good scrap, but it wasn't that good. It kind of carried a shit card. Like, the card was kind of fucking trash. I didn't think it was a great card, to be honest with you. But still entertaining. Still entertaining enough. So I want to see Dricus versus Izzy. We should have seen that fight. We should have already seen that fight. You know what I mean? That was the fight to make back, you know, when Izzy had that crazy post fight attacking Dricus. You know, all the hype was there for that fight. Yeah, it made sense, and I think it makes sense now. Am I mad? Izzy gets straight back to the title shot? No, bro. Look at the division without him. It makes me really like actually appreciate when Izzy fights, because as much of a star as Strickland is, and he really grew into it, and I actually really like Sean Strickland for his I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks attitude. It's made me become like that on this channel. You know, free speech, you know, he doesn't give a fuck what people think. He says what's on his mind, and that's what I love. But I still don't think he's that great. Like, I really don't. I think if he rematches Izzy, I think Izzy would win. Dricus versus Izzy is a great fight. I think Izzy can cause him problems on the feet because he was kind of moving forward, and I saw a lot of opportunities to counter where I don't really think Strickland capitalizes as a counter. I don't ever see Strickland counter, to be quite honest with you. But I think Izzy's a counter fighter where, you know, he's pushed when Dricus is moving forward. I think Izzy could catch him. I think he could catch him. But for Sean, I don't know. Honestly, I think Hamzat makes sense for Sean. Am I the only one that thinks that? A lot of people are screaming, give Izzy Hamzat. I think Sean and Hamzat is a good fight to make now. I really do. If Hamzat gets a title shot, that's a disgrace. He doesn't deserve fucking anything at middleweight. He needs another win at least. How can you beat Usman, coming off the couch on a week's notice, coming off 2 losses as well in the division you never fought before. And this absolute clown is going on a media tour saying the UFC promised me. Mate, like, fuck off. Like, you didn't deserve it. You didn't. They may promise you something, but that things change. It's the UFC. And you don't deserve fucking nothing. You know what I mean? You haven't earned shit in the division. It's different at welterweight. If you beat Usman in welterweight, you're fighting for the belt next. We're not having this conversation. But the fact is, that's middleweight. You haven't deserved anything. You haven't earned anything in this division. You need to fight. Even the winner of Whittaker versus Costa makes sense for Strickland either. You know, Whittaker versus Strickland, main event, you know, during the summer. If he wins, he should win. I don't think anyone's saying no to that. That's a great scrap. That's a striking battle. Great fight. But that's what I think is going to be next for both of them. I had a 3-2 Dricus. I'm not mad if you had a 3-2 Sawn either. On to the real robbery of the card. Arnold Allen versus Movsar Evloev. A fucking robbery, I thought. I thought this was an absolute robbery. When I heard 29-28, I was like, sweet, Arnold's got that. Boom, no. He pieced him up in the first round, man. Pieced him up. Movsar didn't do fucking nothing. Oh, well, people are like, oh, well, he took him down a bunch. And he slammed him on the mat. But what did he do? It's a damage-based scoring system. Arnold got up off all of the takedowns. And if you're sitting there and saying, oh, well, he was slamming him on the mat, or he should have won for that, are you not saying Arnold deserves points for getting up? You know what I mean? He was fucking way better than Movsar on the feet in the first round, landing way more. I've watched that first round so many times. I've watched it 4 times. And I'm like, this is clear. It's clear. When I first saw it now, I was a little bit, maybe Movsar. But if you rewatch it, so I'm not too mad with the judges, because, yeah, but the illegal knees, yeah, that was fucking bullshit. He could have finished him there. That's why I'm saying this is a robbery. He was robbed of the first round. Maybe not robbed the first round, but I thought he won the first round. And, like, a good few people did. And the fucking illegal knees. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? Movsar knew exactly what he was doing. And Mark Goddard just seems to be fucking up all the time. Bro. So, I don't know. I think that was a robbery. What's next for both of them? It makes sense. You could even... I think Arnold versus Emmett makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense, to be honest with you. And I think the winner of Ortega versus Yair is next for Movsar. And then let the winner fight for the belt. Hopefully Ortega or Yair doesn't win that fight, because we don't want to see them fight again. And hopefully Movsar wins and earns it, because he needs to fight again. He should not get a title shot of this fight, seeing as there was a good chance he was going to get finished, and he didn't win the first round. He looks good. He is decent, but I still have questions. I still don't think he's that good. I feel like a Yair would fucking piece him up, to be quite honest with you. Or even Ortega on the ground. That's a great stylistic. See the dangers. See how good he is at holding people down. That have serious submission threat. Yair's got a submission threat as well. Arnold does, but it's not to their level. But yeah, that's what I thought of the card. All in all, it was a pretty shit card, to be honest with you. Canada just get fucking destroyed, which I saw a stat, didn't go like 0-7 Canadian fighters. You know what I mean? Canada just are not good. Canadian fighters, you have one fighter, bro. George St. Pierre carries your whole fucking nation, man. Carries your whole nation. But yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments. Thanks for listening.